Hi, it's Katrina. It's been a good while, and today I come to you with an original book tag, the Back to Booktube tag. A lot of people here on Booktube take breaks for whatever reason, and sometimes when you're coming back it's quite difficult to make that next video. You go straight into things with a haul and just not mention that you've been away, but you don't always necessarily want to make a whole life update, let's catch up video if you're like me, and I don't really watch videos like that. I don't think they're that interesting, so I don't really want to make one either. So I've made a tag, a good first video to make after having been away for a little while. So off the back of not wanting to make a whole long spiel about why I've been away, the first question is, tell us in 10 words or less why you've had to take a break. And my answer for that is new job, new house, new boyfriend. Life has been crazy. The second question is, tell us about something fun you've been doing while you're away or another hobby you've been taking up. Life isn't all whatever stress or time filler that's taken up your time to take away from BookTube. So while I've been away from BookTube, I've been packing and moving and starting a new job and everything, but I've also gone on quite a few wee day trips with my friends, which have been a lot of fun. We went to Helensburgh, where one of my friends live, and that was a really fun day out. I went to St Andrews with my parents, which is one of our favourite places to go. It's on the east coast of Scotland, and we had our annual putting competition. I won for the 4th year in a row. Sporting legend that I am. I've also been crocheting. I'm quite a crafty person. I really like homemade items. I didn't actually make this, but how nice is this crochet bunting? One of my old colleagues in my old job made that for me as a leaving gift. It's lovely, thank you Nadia. But I've been making, I can't show you all because it is a gift and the person I'm giving it to might be watching this, but here's a little sneak peek of this lovely chevron pattern I've been doing. So that's been fun. I've also been going to the gym and going running, all sorts of other fun activities. Getting into the actual books now, what is the best book you've read while you've been away? And that is, without a doubt, War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. I love this book. I read it between June and July in the read-along hosted by Yamini over at The Skeptical Reader and Andrit Beyond the Pages. They were reading, I now have so many copies, I can't even, I'm going to make a whole review video about War and Peace, and I'll talk about the reason why I have 3 copies now of War and Peace. I was originally reading this copy, which is the absolutely stunning Vintage Classics edition. I have a whole other video coming up talking about my reviewing War and Peace and talking about all the different translations I went through to find my perfect one, The Beauty, which I finished it. Spoiler, it's this edition. This is the edition you want. This is Oxford World's Classics edition. Anyway, I loved this book. This is an absolute epic book. Over the span of about 8 years plus more extra in the epilogue, this is Napoleonic Wars in Russia. We follow a group of characters, quite a large group of characters who are members of the aristocracy during both wartime and peacetime. We have amazing battle scenes, very detailed, intricate social drama, and I really enjoyed this. Not quite as much as I loved Anna Karenina earlier on in the year. Next question is the worst book you read while you were away, and that's got to be The Lion Game by Ruth Ware, which is unfortunate because it was given to me for review by Penguin Random House. I've given it to my mum now. I think she might enjoy it, but I just really didn't enjoy Ruth Ware's writing style. I thought it was really full of filler. I thought for a kind of crime thriller book there was no suspense. Even when there were things still to be wrapped up, I really didn't care. I didn't really care about the characters, and overall I was really quite disappointed with this book, and I doubt I'll be giving any more Ruth Ware a go. The next question is, what are you reading right now? I'm reading 3 things right now. I like having more than one book on the go, especially if it's a book in a short story collection. I actually have 2 short story collections on the go right now because I've been listening to the Stephen Fry narrated Sherlock Holmes collection. Audible right now have the entire Sherlock Holmes collection available for just 1 credit, which is about £8. It's incredible. It's 60 hours of audiobook. It's incredible value for money, and Stephen Fry is just the ultimate audiobook narrator. In the UK, he narrated the Harry Potter books. I've also listened to him narrate the Jennings books. He's really talented at bringing characters to life, and he puts so much tone and expression in his writing and so many different voices. I just love listening to him read. So I've so far listened to, I didn't listen to A Study in Scarlet, which is the first Sherlock Holmes novel, because I've read it a few times and I just couldn't be bothered. So then I listened to The Sign of 4, and right now I'm listening to The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. This is my physical copy of this. I love these House of Stratus editions. They look like a little case book, and they've got his like deerstalker hat here, and this little bit of paper says case notes on it. I think they're really fun. Anyway, right now I think I've got maybe 2 stories left in this. Sherlock Holmes, the original stories are just a lot of fun. They're really comfortable. They don't lend themselves to being solved by the reader. They're always really complex, and these tiny little details that Holmes is able to pick up on that you would just not be able to. So in that way, it's not that mentally taxing because you just let him lay it all out for you. And yes, a lot of fun with these. Coincidentally, I happen to right now be reading 3 different Scottish authors. I'm often ashamed that I don't read enough Scottish literature, being a Scot myself, if you can't tell. But right now I'm reading 3 at the same time, which is amazing. So Sir Arthur Conan Doyle is from Edinburgh, as is Sir Walter Scott, and right now I'm reading Ivanhoe. This is a Victorian novel set in the medieval ages. This is during the period of time when King John was on the throne and King Richard is somewhere in Europe. He's been captured. This is a really fun knights and jousting sort of tale. Our eponymous hero, Ivanhoe, has been cast out of England and has gone on a crusade, and he returns. This is a lot of fun. I'm only about a fifth of the way through so far, and we've still not met, well, have we? I don't know if we've met or not, our character of Ivanhoe. It's really, the writing is gorgeous. Really encourage people to pick this up. Well, I can't really say that until I've finished, but so far I think this is a really underrated classic. I'm also reading something I just picked up in Waterstones, and this is Hing's Short Stories and That by Chris McQueer. This is a short story collection written by a Glaswegian author. I am Glaswegian myself, so I really had to pick it up. He is a 20-something short story writer, so my age, and so far I've read 3 of the stories. The first one I thought was hilarious. The second 2 were quite good. This is a debut collection of writings. They sound like they're going to be really weird and fantastical. The first 3 have all been quite grounded in reality, but from reading the back, it sounds like we're going to sort of go a bit more zany as time goes on. This is something totally different to anything I've really ever read, and completely different from the highly formalised style of Sherlock Holmes and Ivanhoe. I really encourage you to try this, but perhaps with a warning that you might not understand what's going on. You might not be able to understand the language. The first story and a lot of the dialogue in the other stories, and I'm assuming probably maybe the other stories as well, is written in the kind of Glasgow dialect, as it were, just in the really strong kind of accent. My tip would be, if you need subtitles for the TV show Still Game, you might not be able to read this, but if you're Glaswegian like myself, if you're Scottish, or if you want a really funny stories, like I say, I'm only 3 stories in, so I can't speak for the whole collection, but the first story is really, really funny, but also kind of dark. I would look this up online and see if you can get yourself a copy. Really funny so far, and just an absolutely stunning book, and I love supporting a young debut author from my hometown. So the next question is a book you've picked up that you're really, really excited for, and that's got to be Wide Sargasso Sea by Jane Rees. I picked this up in Bernardo's Books for £3 recently, which is really exciting. This is the backstory of one of the main characters in Jane Eyre, the identity of whom I cannot reveal for fear of spoilers, but this is set in 1830s Jamaica, and it has become a classic of its own right. People rave about this book. So I'm really excited to read this and then straight away read Jane Eyre after, and I think it's going to totally change my whole opinion on the book and my outlook on that character in particular. I'm really excited for this one. Next question is a video you're really excited to film soon, and I'm really excited to get back into reviewing specific books. I like having quite specific and spoilery discussions for the books I've read, so particularly War and Peace, like I said before, Ham on Rye I read recently, and that's really interesting. Ruby by Cynthia Bond, which I read, I'm really excited to review, and obviously the fun ones like hauls, which are really easy to film, and they always go quite well. The last 2 questions are all about other channels on YouTube, so So question 7 is, tell us about a booktube channel you've been watching while you're away. And I've been watching a lot of Marina's over at My Name is Marina's. She makes extremely insightful videos and also very snarky videos about what she's reading, things that are going on within the booktube community, and I'm always really interested to hear what she has to say. I also follow her blog Snark Squad, which is just absolutely hilarious. Right now they are recapping Breaking Dawn, the 4th book in the Twilight Saga, with hilarious consequences. Question number 9 is tell us about a YouTube channel that isn't a booktube channel, something else you've been watching, because a lot of us, I'm sure, watch videos other than booktube, but we only sort of talk about other booktube channels. Right now I've been watching a lot of Jada and Stitches, who is a crochet channel, and listen, if you're at all into crafting, definitely check out her channel. She'll make you want to make every single little project. She's kind of insane, but she just absolutely loves the crafts that she makes, and she's really inspiring. And even if you're not crafty, check her out. She's fun. She's fun. And the last question number 10, is another person on booktube that's been taking a break who you miss, and you'd love to, no pressure, but you'd love them to make this video and come back to booktube. And for me, that is Meryl over at A Blackbird's Books. She is a Dutch booktuber who I just always love hearing her recommendations, and it's been a few months since she made any videos, so Meryl, I'd love it if you would come back to booktube and make this video. Okay, so that's me. I'm officially back on booktube. Well, I've said that before, but right now I'm hoping for just one video a week. I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself, but I'd love to be making at least a video a week for the next couple of months and see how I get on with that. You can also follow me on Goodreads, Instagram and Twitter, all of which I'll link below. Thanks for watching. Bye.